Hey everybody, it's Jeff. Welcome to a very special episode of Stay Rad Wine Blog TV. This is episode number 50. And it's also the, what day is it?
It is July 4th.
It's the birthday
2012.
the birthday of the United States of America. And, I don't know. I just thought we'd do something special. This is my buddy Dave the Vegetarian right here. Last time you saw him was on Super Bowl Sunday, and we did a super wine throwdown. And so we are going to do something similar to that. We are going to do a wine throwdown with some Bordeaux. And then later on, I've also got two Syrahs from different areas in California, both from the year 2009. I kind of like these bottles right here, Dave. It was perfect.
Yeah, I do look extra handsome like this.
Both from the year 2009, and we're just kind of see where they're at from two totally different regions. And I think we're going to learn a lot about those regions. We're going to learn a lot about the vintage. We're going to learn a lot about the grape, which is...
Syrah?
Yeah.
Nice.
But let's start with the Bordeaux's. B number one, Bordeaux number one. This is going to go into the glass that is stage right, Dave.
Got it.
Stage right. That's your left. And we're going to pour that side by side with Bordeaux number two, which is going to...
Oops. Technical difficulties. That dude's fired.
That was me, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do it any other way. Here's Bordeaux number two. Oh, there's a little chunk of cork in there.
Tasty.
And this is going into the glass that is stage left. And this is why we have a rag.
Perfect. Thank you.
And so, Dave, why don't you... Gosh darn it. It's one of these type of shows.
Awesome.
So, Dave, why don't you go ahead and just take a look at this while I kind of straighten up. Let's look at Bordeaux number one that is in the glass that is stage right. So, color-wise, and you know, I kind of want to look at the color of both of these. I mean, both of these are pretty much same type of coloring. Like, if I look at Bordeaux number two, there are a couple chunks of cork in there.
A little sediment.
Color-wise, it's the same. It looks like maybe the one on the right, near the rim, it is turning a little bit more orange than the other one. But I mean, you feel me?
On the left?
The one that's on, Bordeaux number two.
Bordeaux number two, I got you, yeah. With
Like the one with the
orange.
little cork in it, there is, it is a little bit lighter around the rim. But I mean, both the colors are about the same. Let's get into the nose just on Bordeaux number one. Whoa. Raspberry,
Raspberry, nice.
plum,
I like plums.
cassis.
I don't know what that is.
It's black currant.
Oh,
just
I like
learned
black
that
currant.
recently.
That's good.
In Japan, they call it cassis, but it's the same thing.
Interesting.
But then there's something else. There's like a little tomato in there.
I hate tomato.
I know you hate tomato. You're Italian, dude.
Yeah, but, yeah.
You get that?
Huh. I'm trying not to get that.
My goodness. It's a little earthy. Like there's a little
Very
mushroomy.
earthy. I was gonna say dirt-like.
Dirt-like.
I
Do you want to just go ahead and give this one a whirl right now? And
I
then
say
we'll...
so, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, now I can just taste tomato.
Yeah, you know, not a whole lot of fruit on the palate at all. It is that earthy soil, mushroomy type of play. There's a little bit of like, I know this doesn't sound appetizing, rotten tomato skin. And it's kind of sour.
I get the sour.
Are you feeling me on that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to score
I'm
this.
not feeling
I don't want to
Honestly.
score this one yet because I want to see what the other one is like. But I mean, I don't know. It smelled really interesting at first.
Yeah.
Interesting in a good way. And then
It's very boring.
I hope this isn't the wine that I picked. Let's look at Bordeaux number 2.
This is a small pour, and I don't know if I can get through it. Hey, fans? No.
Leave that here. You're probably going to want to compare.
I will compare, yeah.
We brought a pitcher just
Okay,
for that,
cool,
so we
cool.
can dump it out later. So Bordeaux number 2.
Ooh.
So there's still a lot of that soil, still a lot of that earth, still a little mushroomy. It's a little darker, more plums, blackberries, little tomato.
Yeah? No tomato. It smells like wine. I like wine. It smells like wine. Hold on. This one actually, getting into it, smells actually more interesting to me.
A little bit more fresh.
Maybe
Is that it?
Maybe it's the cork in there.
Possibly. Let's go right into this.
Let's get into this. Please be better.
How you feeling?
Interesting. I'm not going to say what I am thinking. I'll say it.
Yes.
I don't know if I like Bordeaux wine.
You know, here's what I would say. I only know about the wine that I brought, and
Yeah.
right now I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
But I do know that when we're talking about, I guess maybe after we unwrap it, we could tell a little bit more of a story. I mean, neither of these are, we didn't drop large chunks of change on this, so I don't know if this, I hope, Dave.
I don't remember it.
I don't know if
Been
this
around for a
really is going to tell a whole lot about Bordeaux's in general. What I would say is this guy right here on the palate, the fruit is a little bit more expressive. You are getting these dark fruit characteristics. They're not kind of up front. They're not taking over, but they're around. They're kind of rounding things out. It does have a nice, like, earthy soil type of play, and you're not getting the sour notes that you were from the first one.
I agree. This one's... I like this one more.
I mean, we can agree that this one's better.
Yes.
We
Fact.
could also
It's
probably
actually that's a fact.
We could probably also agree that we both had wines that are better than this. I want to taste it one more time. And
This isn't disgusting, this one. This one I had a hard time with.
don't worry, we got plenty to give them later on.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, this more than anything else, it's just an earthy type of play,
Yeah,
which I think would go better with like some food.
I agree.
Lots of food.
How long have these been open?
Maybe a half an hour.
Because this one's already changing now and getting a lot.
They weren't.
More.
They weren't decanted. They were just kind of opened up to sit in the bottle. So I mean, they haven't really had an opportunity to really get big. That's when you go back to the first one.
It's not as bad as it was before.
You know, that's one of the reasons why when you taste wine, like do a flight, the order that you taste them in, like, really does matter. Like, the reason why I chose to do these Syrahs after the Bordeaux's was I was expecting, like, the big California sunshine over here to kind of, like, and the big alcohol that's in these to kind of wipe out our palates. In retrospect, I bet you these guys are going to taste a lot better after we drink a whole bottle of it. But
Let's try it.
Maybe what we should do is let's write down our scores for the Bordeaux's. We'll leave those, like, we'll write them down, forget about them, go into the Syrahs, and then we'll kind of revisit everything. Does that sound good?
Yep, I'm in.
All right, so Bordeaux number
My
1.
scorecard here.
Don't cheat.
I'm not cheating.
Gosh, Bordeaux number 1's tasting a lot better now. I'm going to give it a And Bordeaux number 2.
I'm just gonna keep drinking, because that usually makes everything better.
In some cases, I wouldn't normally advise that, but in this
Let me
case...
see here. This is a strong performer.
Wow. Okay. You know what I have to give the first Bordeaux credit for? Like in retrospect, as we go back through both of them, there's a nice acidity on the first one that you're not getting with the second one. Do you feel me?
Yeah, it seems like tight, constricted. It's not trying to party. This one, at least it's attempting. Put on its nicest shirt. Ooh, maybe not.
Okay. I'm just going to move on to the next one.
Okay, I got this. 80? 80 plus? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay, let's do this.
All right. So let's forget about the Bordeaux for a while. I think that's better for everybody.
We should go back to those, though. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, let's finish all the Syrah. So here's Syrah number 1. Color-wise, they're looking pretty close, huh? Right. Syrah number 1, Syrah number 2. Let's look at both of these. Color's pretty dead on. Got actually, is the one on
darker?
Is the one on the right like a little cloudier?
Can't really tell.
Can't either. The lighting in this place sucks, dude.
This place sucks.
I can see that. I mean, the colors are pretty close. You're saying 1's a little bit darker, and I'm saying 2 maybe a little bit more cloudy. But I mean,
there's a little fly in mine. I'm going to take care of that.
You're kidding me, right?
Oh, maybe it's just chunder.
Dave, that's just chunder. Like, I saw a cork in the... Oh, wow. Dave, what's going on here?
I didn't do it. Is it chunder?
It's a fly.
Is it really a fly in there?
Like a little tiny,
Just
like a
drink
free
it,
fly.
dude.
It's okay.
Protein.
I'm not tripping. Did you see my video on sashimi in Japan?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go into Syrah number 1. Now, both of these are from California. Both of these are from the year 2009. So I'm expecting there to be some similarities, although they are in different areas of the state.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Cool. This. It's just a
Whoa.
bubble. It's not a fly.
I don't know if it's the fly or if it's just how young this wine is. There's like a nice sweet oaky characteristic to this. A little toasty, a little bit espresso-like.
It's kind of funny because we're making espresso behind us.
Maybe that could be it. But I didn't get them earlier.
That's so awesome. It's gonna be good.
Espresso's done.
Is it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Dark
We'll taste that next.
fruits.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Dark plum. And there's that espresso in the background. That's messed up. My goodness.
Kind of awesome.
All right.
I'm getting
let's
into
give it a
this.
sip.
I'm thirsty.
This is California.
Ooh.
Right?
I like California.
Big, ripe fruit. Big, ripe plums. Nice tannins, not overly aggressive, but definitely present,
Very
playing
present.
around like on the side of my mouth, on the back of my tongue. This is a wine. I almost said dessert wine, and that brings on a whole different category. But this is a wine that I would enjoy right after I have like a apple pie with like some vanilla ice cream on top. Like have this right afterwards. It's just very and smooth is such a BS term, right? But it's very smooth and just like you want to chillax with this, wearing like a smoking jacket and like, really dim lighting, like in this place right here. Like, I mean, this is nice. I mean, how do you feel about it?
I feel that I don't disagree with anything, and now I want some apple pie. And I would say that the tannins are very they're a little more aggressive.
They're too
on
aggressive
this
for you?
Not too aggressive, but they're
When
present.
compared to those Bordeaux's,
Oh yeah, this is like.
dare I say, this Syrah seems a little bit more age-worthy than those Bordeaux's could be. Like, there seems like there's a lot more structure to it, a lot more oomph, per se.
It's interesting.
Let's look at Syrah number 2.
This one smells chintzy. Is that an appropriate?
I appreciate your honesty. So what do you mean by that? Like,
Jeff brought these over too, so
I did.
um,
So they were inexpensive.
yeah, exactly. It smells chintzy.
Like kind
There's
of
nothing
thin,
to it.
thin in its approach.
Thin.
Not a
It's
lot
approach.
of dimensions.
It's very smelly. Not like bad, but it's almost fake. It's just like a starburst.
Oh, I can see that. It almost does smell kind of jammy and sugary and...
But not like really jammy or really sugary.
And
Like
not
fake jam,
not
fake
jammy
sugar.
in the like, oh, the concentration is really good, but jam in like fake.
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 If there's aspartame in this, I'm going to be very disappointed.
I mean, as far as the fruits that you're getting, there's a little like if a cranberry and a blueberry, if there was a hybrid of that, because I wouldn't say it's necessarily one or the other, but it makes me think of both those things, and those fruits don't really even go together.
Yeah, no, not really.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good.
Let's give it a whirl. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of weight to this wine. It's very watery in its approach. That being said, there is flavor in the water.
It tastes better than it smelled.
It's
a little hollow.
Yes, it's a little like vitamin watery.
Solid.
Yeah. Let's try to pick out some flavors here. I also think this is easy drinking. Like, I mean, it does go down very quickly. Like, if you chilled this,
Couple ice cubes.
heavily, I think that, this would go over well at like a college party. I'm getting blackberries. I am getting there are some tannins there. I mean, there is a nice little finish to this. But
surprisingly so.
Yeah, but I don't
Shouldn't
know
be
if
that.
it's necessarily anything special either. Taste this one again.
Is that a fly or a cork? Oh my
Cork
God,
just
this
attacked
one is
me.
intense.
Yeah, this one's so much bigger.
Sucking on a napkin. Holy heck.
This, after that, becomes very sour.
Yeah.
Is it possible that this wine made this wine taste better?
Yes.
And this wine is making this wine taste worse?
Yes.
Just what I thought you'd say.
I have no idea.
I'm going to go
I
ahead
couldn't
and
follow
score
that.
these right now.
Really?
Well, let me give another legit sip for this. these two wines together are all
I
right.
should blend them.
Much more of this than this in it, but
Yeah, I'm in. We'll try that later.
okay. Wow. You know, for a 50th episode, granted, like, I do have my buddy Dave here, and it is the 4th of July, and
Lots happening. We're gonna have a bocce tournament in the backyard later.
yeah, I mean, this is good times. This is good times. I don't know if any of these wines are really sticking out. How should we do this? Do you want to just go down the list and we'll reveal our... How about this? I'm just going to... I don't want to unwrap them yet. I kind of want us to get a consensus ranking, right?
Good deal.
For Bordeaux number 1, I gave it 84 plus points.
Ooh, hard grader.
What'd you give it?
I give it a good old fashioned 85.
Okay, but I mean, we're
Yeah,
definitely
we're
in the
definitely
same range there.
same
So
range.
Bordeaux number 1, 84 plus 85. Bordeaux number 2, what'd you give it?
I gave it an 87.
I gave it an 85 plus.
Ooh.
So we have them ranked in the correct order so far.
I like
but
it.
Syrah number 1, I gave it an 87.
I gave it an 88.
Okay.
I feel okay about that one.
And I feel like something's going right here. I don't know. Syrah number 2, I gave it an 86.
85.
85. So, I mean, there you go. We both were pretty right on. You felt like... Yeah, I mean, we were pretty much in the same ballpark as far as how we ranked them. You tied the first Bordeaux and the last Syrah, but, I mean, pretty much they're ranked in... Well, gosh, for you guys, it's going to be this way. I think, right? Am I reading this correctly? So let's unveil these. Let's go from the worst to the first. The worst wine of the bunch, Bordeaux number 1, probably Dave's.
No! I don't claim any Bordeaux.
Oh, Dave.
Oh,
I feel
no.
bad for
Oh,
you.
no.
Was this a gift? Too?
It was a gift.
Oh,
It was a gift.
Dave.
Sorry.
I think it's probably just a little past its prime.
It's
yeah.
could be past its prime. Maybe it needs to, air out for a
this
couple
is
months.
the... Why don't you read that off for me?
I do not know any French. This is the Chateau.
The Chateau d'Arquins Haut Médoc Cru Bourgeois 2005. Dave, I've seen this on your shelf for a couple of years, and I've been excited every time I saw
Yeah,
it.
I
right?
wanted to open it with you.
And I'm glad that you did. And I mean, we were kind of talking a while ago about what Cru Bourgeois is, kind of like this secondary ranking that was given to Bordeaux houses because originally in 1855 they did a classification and they ranked all these different houses of Bordeaux from the best of the best down to, these fifth levels. And they've used those same rankings forever. So if you were classified in 1855 of being the best Bordeaux on the planet, guess what? Chateau Lafite Rothschild, you're still the best Bordeaux on the planet, and it's $1,800 a bottle.
Woo!
Right? This guy right
Is
here.
that what you brought?
This guy right here, 2005 Cru Bourgeois. Cru Bourgeois was a classification where it was like these guys after the fact, they're like, we weren't around or, we've changed since that classification. So we got something to say too. Let's make our own. And they tend to be a good value. I'm not sure exactly how much this is. I'm sure you don't either because it was somebody broed down and hooked you up with that. But I mean, I imagine it's just a little bit past its prime, and I think that would be the big issue with that. They are meant to be consumed just a little bit earlier.
Should have consumed it.
But when you got it, neither of us knew. To be honest,
Fact.
in all honesty, let's look at Bordeaux number 2, and this kind of surprised me a little bit.
Not a champion
No,
by any stretch. Of
not
the
by any
imagination.
stretch. I mean, this is by default, you know, I win the Bordeaux Throwdown. This is a wine that I've had before. That when I originally tasted this, here I got the. Look at this. When I originally tasted it, look what I gave this thing.
Woo!
I originally gave the Chateau Haut Burrell 2009 Médoc, so the same area, right? The same region pretty much. The Haut Médoc is like little sections inside of the Médoc that are a little bit more hot,
Ooh.
which means high,
Oh, got
like
it.
better. Not in this case. But, so this is just a regular old Médoc. This was $15, and I tasted the other bottle about 3 months ago. I gave it an 89 plus originally, and this guy right here, what did I give it? An 85 plus. So I don't know if it was a bad bottle. I just think that palates change. Sometimes, you know, you're jet lagged. I don't know, but it's tasting not as great. We're going to let these open up for a while because I do have a feeling they're going to be different. Let's get into the next one. In second place, Syrah number 1 from California, 2009, from Mendocino County, Trader Joe's Reserve Syrah. $10. Syrah number what? Number 1? This was the best!
Yeah, what did you do there? When it was happening, I just didn't want to judge you, but it was like, it was a party.
I totally unveiled the first place. This is probably the cheapest one of the bunch here.
Nice.
The Trader Joe's Reserve Mendocino County 2009 Syrah. It's from an unnamed single vineyard in Mendocino County. They can't say who it is. But I gave it an 87. You gave it an 88. And for $10, not bad. I mean, you should definitely try it out. The best of the bunch so far. And here is... here's that last one from Paso Robles. $13. This is the Robert Hall Syrah. I don't know if it's from any one single vineyard. I gave it an 86. You gave it a 85. So, I mean, it was among the worst for you. Gosh.
It still smells juicy.
Dave, what have we learned?
What have we learned? We need a producer to help us arrange. No, okay. We have learned. I don't know what we've learned. I'm nervous. I feel like I should like a Bordeaux wine. I feel like we should leave these guys open for like 8 more hours and try it again. So maybe we need to have the 50th episode be or junior.
Part 2?
I'm just saying. I felt bad about it.
I mean, we've been yentering on for 27 minutes now.
7 minutes?
Think they've had enough of
Holy
it.
heck.
Most of the time we were just swishing this crap around in our mouths and just writing silently.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's true.
sweating a lot. Sweating a lot.
I am really warm.
I don't think that coffee was a good choice. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. I will give you more videos, more episodes very soon. Everybody,
Stay right.
I can't believe you did it.